What's going on YouTube? Straight Edge Duelist here, back with another deck profile. I went to my locals yesterday, first day of the new format for my locals, and I got second place. I lost in the finals to Dark Worlds, so I'll go ahead and give you the deck profile. You can see by the title, it's Evilswarms. The only thing that really got hurt on the ban list from this by this deck is we lost the one bunny, and even then with the three normals, one bunny's fine. I see it plenty of times. I see it when I need it. I've drawn it opening hand, which is a lot of fun, and top decking it still is really nice too if you still have at least two heliotropes in your deck. And we lost one EEV, and obviously the trap lineup, but I got some other stuff in here for the trap lineup that kind of makes up for it. So, yeah, one bunny, three heliotropes, three Kyrkions, the heart and the soul of the deck with Infestation and Infection. Usually when you play Infestation and Infection, you go for the Kyrkion play, so, or Cercion, or whatever you guys want to call it. And then Caster, need three Caster, three Thunderbird, and then three Mandragora. That kind of sums it up for the Evilswarm lineup. Caster is definitely a key player in the deck. Mandragora I'm not really a big fan of. I was actually playing two of them last format, but this format you kind of need three Mandragoras, so kind of mix up. It pretty much took the place of that other bunny rabbit, which is fine. It works out just fine for me, so. But that lines it up for the Evilswarm lineup, and then two Veilers. I really only like two Veilers. I may end up getting a third Veiler just to put in here. I mean, I have a third Veiler, but I may end up putting a third Veiler in here, but I really just like the two, to be honest. I see it plenty of times when I need it. And then the one-of spells, one Dark Hole, one Rhoda. Rhoda to grab the caster and Dark Hole for obvious reasons. And then I play three Pandemics, and three Mystical Space Typhoons, and then double Lance. I played double Lance for another card in my side, or my extra deck that I'll show you, that I play actually sometimes, most games I'll play it more than I do Ophion turn one, so. And then my one-of traps, the Solemn Warning, Fiendish Chain, Trapstone. This card is fantastic. It's kind of like having another Lance. It's a little bit slower, but it'll more or less protect everything. That's not an Evilswarm monster. Torrential Tribute, Compulse, Infestation, Infection, Bottomless Trap Hole. I do main deck the one EEV because, I mean, you might as well main the one EEV. If you don't really need it, then you can side it out. It won me a game yesterday. Actually, won me two games yesterday where I called spells against Dark Worlds, which worked out perfect. And then I was playing, oh man, who was it I playing? I don't know. He had three set cards. He was playing some, he's playing Lavalhals, but minus the Quasar because he said he couldn't get a Quasar. So he set three traps, and I just flipped it up on him and called traps. So that worked out nice. And then the two of traps, obviously the two Deep Prisons, and then two Vanity's Emptiness. So this card has won me more games than anything else, hands down. I may end up putting a third in here. And then we'll go ahead and go to the extra deck. Put them over here, easier this way. Obviously the three Ophions, because you kind of need three Ophions, and it's the boss monster of the deck, and it's just an all-around fantastic card. Search for the Pandemic, search for the Infestation, Infection. And then Ouroboros, because you kind of really need Ouroboros. And Bahamut, because since Shockmaster's gone, it really is great for those three level 4 plays. And then Bahamut is your big eye, so you need the big eye. And then the guy got Cowboy, Dagusto Emerald, Utopia, Maestroke, Gemnite Pearl, Black Ship of Corn, Vylon de Sigma. This card's actually really good too. It's kind of like having a Catastor for the most part. It also sets up those rank 3 plays. It's fantastic against agents, even though regular Catastor is actually really good against agents as well. But Vylon de Sigma is kind of the one that's going to save you the game against agents. You just take anything. It doesn't matter what you take, as long as they don't have Herald of Perfection out to kind of stop the play. But you just take something and then you just start walking over them. It's pretty nice. And then the one Catastor. And then possibly the best card in the extra deck is Master Key Beetle with the Vanity's Emptiness. This lock has won me so many games, it's ridiculous. You just put the counter on Vanity's Emptiness, and you just proceed to win the game. So, and that's also why I play the Lance, is to protect the Key Beetle as much as possible. So, there have been more games where I've gotten out Key Beetle first turn with either Vanity's Emptiness face down, or even the Infestation Infection trap to kind of protect it, to recycle my stuff, so, which is really nice. And then my tech card in my side is Fortune Tune. I know I don't play any 3s, but a lot of people are citing Encores against this deck, so if you Encore me and they come back as level 3s, I can set the Fortune Tune, and then hang out behind Fortune Tune and just make up the plays. I prefer Fortune Tune over Zen Mains. Yeah, Zen Mains pops cards, but there's so many cards right now that are stopping that, and stuff like Hazy Flames want you to pop their cards, and TG Stun, which is pretty big too, people want you to pop their cards. And then just Fortune Tune, the ability to recycle the monsters is fantastic, gain you life, and then it goes back into the extra just in case, you know, they end up hitting you with another Exceed Encore, so that's pretty nice. That's the main and extra. I'll show you my side deck choices, but keep in mind these are for my locals, so, I mean, double Prohibition, mostly because Prohibition is just all around fantastic. It's a great side deck card, especially against my locals, because we have a lot of rogue players who will just play the most random stuff ever. We have a guy who just plays like a kind of skill drain beat deck with like Axe of Fools and Beast King Barrows and Fools or Dragons and stuff, so this kind of stops that nonsense. Double Overworked for Fire Fists, because Bear hurts. Iron Wall, because Dragons is still a thing, especially at my locals. Double Gozen Match for those rogue matches as well. The Double Max C Fossil Dyna. And then the Holy Trinity. D-Fissure, Macro, and Soul Drain. That's what we like to call them at my locals, is the Holy Trinity. So, I mean, if one of these hurts a deck, more than likely the other two are going to hurt it as well. Like Dark World, for example. And when I played Dark Worlds in the finals, I decided all 3 of them in. I did open one game with D-Fissure, Vanity's Emptiness, and Key Beetle, which was fantastic, because I just went for Key Beetle, activated the D-Fissure, put the counter on it, set the Emptiness, so when my turn came around, I activated Emptiness and put the counter on it, and then he just scooped about 2 turns after that, because there's not much he could really done, so that was a lot of fun. But that's my Evilswarm deck. I got 2nd place. You know, it was only 4 or 5 rounds, which kind of sucked, but the deck all around performs amazing, especially this format. I played the new zombie deck or whatever that everyone's trying to play, and, you know, with the Destiny Hero Militias, that whole zombie goat engine people are playing. I beat that in 2, and the 2 Laval decks I played, the Dark World deck that I played, and then I've done a lot of play testing with it too. Like I said, it's an all-around really good deck. Leave some comments if you guys have any ideas for the deck that I left out, or if you have any questions about the deck or a deck you want me to profile, let me know. Thumbs up, and thanks for watching, guys.